Okay, so there's a couple updates in the Epic Games versus Cheater cases that have been going on. Let's take a look at some of this here in the United States District Court for the Eastern District of North Carolina. Plaintiff Epic Games and defendant Charles Vraspear have reached an agreement to settle the dispute between them, including without limitation the above captioned action, and as part of the settlement between them stipulate to the entry of this permanent injunction. Permanent injunction and order. Based on the parties' stipulation and agreement hereto, it is hereby ordered adjudged decreed as follows. Defendant Charles Vraspear, along with his agents, representatives, partners, joint venturers, etc., are permanently enjoined and restrained from infringing any of Epic's currently existing or future copyrighted works, including without limitation infringement by the use of any software or device that copies or modifies Epic's software in violation of the Copyright Act, from creating, writing, developing, advertising, promoting, or distributing anything that infringes Epic's works now or hereafter protected by any of Epic's copyrights, from inducing or materially contributing to the direct infringement of any of Epic's currently existing or future copyrighted works by others, including without limitation infringement by the use of software device that copies or modifies Epic's software in violation of the Copyright Act, from violating Epic's terms of service, from violating Epic's end-user license agreement, from intentionally interfering with Epic's contracts or contractual relations, from cheating at any of Epic's games, from materially contributing to cheating by others, to engaging in any activity that creates an infringement of any copyrights, by unfairly competing with Epic in any manner whatsoever, from assisting, aiding, or abetting any other person from performing any of these activities. No bond will be required. Plaintiff and defendant acknowledge that they have knowingly and voluntarily entered into this stipulation, except as to defendant's obligations, plaintiff's claims against defendants, and any claims that could have been asserted in this action are hereby dismissed with prejudice. This stipulation and permanent injunction is final and may not be appealed. Nothing in this stipulation precludes plaintiff or defendant from asserting any claims or rights that arise after defendant's stipulation. Nothing in this stipulation precludes plaintiff or defendant from asserting any claims or rights against any third party. Defendant waives any objection under the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, and this court shall retain jurisdiction over the matter to enforce a violation. If any such violation occurs, the court shall award without regard to proof of actual damages, liquidated damages of $5,000, injunctive relief enjoining any further breach, attorney's fees and costs, and any other such relief as the court deems proper. One note in there, liquidated damages is an important term. Liquidated damages is a determination of damages that the parties reach, and without the judge making a determination of actual damage. It's sort of like an agreed upon punishment. It's not a punishment though, because this is a contract, and so we can't have punishments for contracts. So instead what we have is an agreed upon damages that should something happen, we expect the damages will be somewhere around $5,000. So we're just going to say 5,000. And the courts usually defer to that number unless that number is wildly out of whack. If this number had been $3 million, the judge will probably have a problem with that. But since the costs of going to court to enforce this are probably closer to $2,000 to $5,000, 5,000 seems like a fine number to me. So that was the first settlement with the Epic cheater situation there. What do you think of that?